Hey, welcome back to Tech Online. Today I'm going to explain to you when you're doing your reports, when you're working on your reports, I can call it data analysis. There are always things we look at. There are three types of reports we run or analytics we do. There is descriptive, there is prescriptive, and there is predictive. So one of them you ask yourself what had happened, which means you use the history data. The other one you ask yourself what could happen, that is the forecasting we do. Then the last one is what should you do to optimize something? Like if you are doing sales, what should I do to make sure that the sales are high? So stay around, we explain all the three together. The first descriptive, this one provides insights into the past to answer what had happened. So it uses data aggregation and data mining techniques, as how I have explained in some of the videos. You use historical data to make sure that you do analytics. Let's say taking an example that an ice cream company can analyze how much ice cream they sold in a certain month, the flavors they sold, such that they can optimize. Maybe that is the third. They can optimize on what to do next. Then predictive, this one understands the future to answer what could happen. It uses statistical models and forecasting techniques. So you do all the forecasting to make sure that you predict, let's say an example that the ice cream company is going to predict how much they may sell in summer. They may sell in spring or rainy days. So the production is different depending on the consumption and the sales they do in those specific seasons. Then the last one is going to be prescriptive. Now the prescriptive, that one suggests various courses of action to answer what should you do. Exactly like you optimize. What should I do to make sure that I do this number of sales, maybe I produce this number of quantity, or I do less, or I increase the price or decrease the price, or avail discounts, give soft loans to customers or credits to make sure that I vamp up my sales or anything you're doing. So the prescriptive, that one is all about what should you do. It uses optimization and simulation algorithms. So you assimilate what you are meant to do such that you get a certain outcome or your goal you are targeting. So those are the three. I repeat, we have descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Now, we are going to look at the common problems that data analysts encounter during analysis. So, the first one is handling duplicates and missing values. When you're doing data analysis, the moment you find that the data you're dealing with is having a lot of duplicates and missing values, that's the first problem you're going to encounter. But there are solutions to that. Always we remove duplicates, that is number one. The second thing is we fill in the missing values. I will post a video in the description below. You can check another video which explains about how you do the replacement of missing values. The second problem data analysts face, that is collecting the meaningful right data in the real time or in the right time. So mostly there are dynamics of data collection, and that is what we call sampling. So the moment you have sample data, which is aimed at maybe approximations, it means that the final report also has to be having some approximation or some bit of doubt. The third, we have handling data purging and storage problems. Storage problems, there are very many related with databases, servers, and all the hardwares we use. Then data purging, it is all about the data retention. Every company has policies on data retention, which means if a company has data retention of 5 years and I'm analyzing 6 years, it means that at the end of the day, 1 year I will not have it. It is already archived. Then the fourth is making data secure and dealing with compliance issues. This one is the common problem we have. So you find that the moment data is not secure, it means at the end of the day, the data analyst is going to face issues because that data every time and then will be tampered with. Then the compliance issues, that is the roles who accesses the data, and when they access the data, what do they do? What they do we see it at the end of the day as logs that so and so updated this from this figure to this figure. So those are the four problems a data analyst can face when doing data analysis. Bye. Consider subscribing to Subtech Online. Please like our videos, and if there is anything we have missed behind, or go ahead and comment. We shall come and sort you out. What are the various steps involved in analytics projects? So if you have any project you're working on analytically, there are some steps you have to take. So the first step, which is always the vital step, is understanding the problem. So before you know what you want to get at the end of the day, or what the problem you're going to solve, then you can start an analytics project. Actually, most of the projects you have always to have a goal. That's what we call a goal. So you have to understand the problem. Then after the problem, the second, in all the data wrangling you're going to do, number one, understand the problem. Then the second, there you can come now and start collecting the data. Collecting data means here accessing the different sources, servers, databases, collecting the data, or modeling the data you're going to use. Now, after you have collected the data, the next step is doing data cleaning. We have a lot of spreadsheets applications we use. We have Excel, we have Google Sheets, we have spreadsheets for iMac or Apple. So you can use any to do the data cleaning. We have now the Power Business Intelligence tools, which you can use like Power BI. Then the fourth is data exploration and analysis. So after you have done the cleaning, we do data exploration and analysis. So in this process, it's where you come down now and do the visualizations, the dashboards, and all the bits. Then when that step is done, remember now the last step you're going for, that is step number 5, which is the most important step, is interpreting the results. The dashboard you have put across, the visuals, the beautiful numbers you have put across, can the people you have created the analysis or the project from, can they interpret the results? Then remember, we interpret results because of the data decision making we do. So most decisions are made on the data prevailing on the reports produced. So the moment you produce a report which is maybe wrong, with wrong figures or doubtable, it means at the end of the day, either they will not use your report, you'll have spent a lot of time doing that for nothing, or they are going to take decisions which will be wrong decisions. So those are the major steps we take, the 5 ones. So, but remember, the first step and the 5th step are very much vital in data analysis projects. The difference between data mining and data profiling. Okay, we start with one thing. All the processes are dealt with when you're dealing with data. So it is all about data. But what's the difference between the two, data mining and data profiling? Data mining first. Data mining is the process of finding relevant information which has not been found before. This one, it helps us to turn the raw data into valuable information. Here, for example, we have, you are given the price, you are given the quantity, maybe it is a sales data set, and you are supposed to get the amount. How do you get the amount? It is just a matter of getting the price times the quantity. You'll be getting the amount field. That now is data mining. You are given a date and you are supposed to get the month, you are supposed to get the year. Those fields are extra fields which help you to do a data analysis. All that is data mining. Now, what is data profiling? Data profiling is done to assess the data set. What do we assess? The uniqueness, the consistency, and the logic. But data profiling may not identify the correct and the incorrect or inaccurate values in your data set. Here to say is, if you entered any amount in the field of amount, data profiling is not going to assess the correctness that you multiply the price and the quantity. So long as it is a number, it is a number data type, then for it is fine to go. Let's say you have entered a name in the field of the sales reps, and that name is the name of a manager, which means data profiling is not going to assess the correctness. But when we come to data mining, there is the way how you have modeled your tables or your data in your data set. It can never make a mistake and profile or arrange managers or combine managers and sales reps or supervisors. So that is the difference. Data mining is so much different from data profiling. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel in the profile on top, and go ahead and watch our videos, like them, and please comment if there is anything we have left behind. We shall come back and sort you out. Bye bye, meet you there.